Ragdolls are one of the best ways to add that game juice to your game. They just look amazing and even better when coupled with others. So today we are going through how to make ragdolls in Unity and more importantly how to actually use them in a game. Yes, we'll start with animation and then at a press of a button, boom, instant noodle physics. So here we have the model. This is the one I'm gonna use. She looks beautiful, her mouth is full of blood and nobody say anything about her in the comments. She is my future wife. Yes, I can fix her. Or she can fix me. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, she's already rigged. I have used Mixamo to rig the model. Here are all the bones and don't worry if you're using your own model, it's basically the same thing. So let's right click in the inspector and go to 3D object and select Ragdoll. And a new panel will be opened and don't worry, it's pretty easy to navigate through. Here all we have to do is assign all the bones that we have in our characters accordingly. So let's start doing that. Pelvis is basically the hips, left hip is just the left leg up, which means the thigh area. Left knee is of course the left shin part, the lower leg area, and left foot is of course the left foot. Yes, the floor is made up of floor. The same goes for the right leg. Yes, left and right are much more similar than they think they are.
Stay out of politics!
Yes, that's a meme now, I decided. Now for the hands, left arm is the left upper arm, basically the biceps. Left elbow is of course the left forearm, and rinse and repeat for the right side. Finally, we have middle spine and head. So for the middle spine, if you're using Mixamo, I will recommend having spine 1 as the middle spine. It works great. Then assign the head bone as well, and just like that we are done. Congratulations, you have just assembled a human or something close enough. And now we have some simple settings to go through. First is of course the total weight, which is basically the collection of all of rigid body's weight that will be on our bones of our character. Basically the addition of all of these, and we will just leave it at default at 20. Then we have strength, which refers to how difficult it would be for a joint to rotate. Basically increase the strength and more force is required for the joint to rotate. And then finally we have flip forward, which basically reverses the forward direction of our character's joint. So after creating the ragdoll, if your ragdoll looks like inside out or physically wrong after creation, try toggling the flip forward and then regenerate it. For now we will just keep this off. So now let's just click on the create button and nothing happens. Accept. Now if we check our character's bones, they have a collider, rigid body and a character joint. Unity just quietly did a whole surgery without telling you. So first thing first, as you can see we can't see her head bone collider, which often happens. So let's increase the radius, reposition it, and there we go. She can now headbutt properly. Very important feature. Next, one thing that we should change are the colliders for our hip and spine bone. Switch them from box collider to capsule collider for better collision and movement. There we go. Now finally, let's resize all the limbs collider as well so they fit our model correctly. Take your time here because bad colliders equals cursed ragdoll movements. And just like that, we are done. So now let's click on play and there she goes, gracefully collapsing to the ground. Just like Cinderella, if the glass slipper was replaced with gravity and poor life choices. So now we got the ragdoll ready, but that's not exactly what we wanted. We wanted to turn into a ragdoll after something happened, like when her health reaches 0 and she becomes unalive. Although she's a zombie, so technically she's already dead, which means we are killing something that's already dead. You know what? Let's not jump into that philosophical nightmare today. So let's create a new script, call it enemy health, and let's start programming. Yes, programming, the most fascinating part of a video. First thing first, let's head over to Mixamo and get that animation. I'm gonna use the zombie idle animation and let's just download it. Here's our animation, Ctrl D to duplicate it, delete the original prefab, turn on loop time because why not, and just drag and drop this onto our model. There we go. And just like that, she has an animator and now she has an idle animation. Really nice. Now here's the thing, if we just turn it on, let's just click on play while animator is on, and you can see it looks really cursed. Yeah, she looks cursed. So let's open our script, and first of all we're gonna need some references to all the joints that our character has. We have an array of all the bone joints, and first of all, for every single joint we're gonna get its rigid body component and turn the is kinematic on. Yes, turn it to true. And just like that, physics won't apply to our rigid body. So now once she actually dies, first of all we're gonna need a function to actually take damage. So let's create a simple function here, and once the health gets less than 0, we can just call the die function. Now in this function, this is where we will actually turn on our ragdoll physics. So to turn that on, we'll first need a reference to our animator. Now first of all, we'll actually turn animator off. So anim.enabled is equal to false, so that animator doesn't influence our character. Now we can just copy that, and for each, this time we will actually turn the scanematic off. So now rigid body physics will take over. And that's all we need to do. Back in Unity, let's drag and drop our script, and now let's drag and drop our animator, and now we have to assign all the joints here. So just give me a second. And here is my bullet script, and this is the part that I have added to my bullet script. It will basically just call the take damage function from our script. And now if we just shoot at our target, there we go. It works beautifully. And yeah, just like that, we have made a complete ragdoll out of scratch. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. That will be just about it. That's all for now. See ya. Cheers and peace out.